Hello everyone and welcome back to a Forex trading journey. I'm absolutely excited to share something truly special with you today. Now I have a question for you. How many trading systems have you tried in the past year? 2, 5, maybe more. Here's the thing. What if I told you the problem isn't in finding the perfect system, but rather building the right mindset and the framework that works across all market conditions? Today we are diving into chapter 1 of the 4-dimensional method, or FDM. And by the end of this lesson, you'll understand why FDM isn't just another trading strategy. It's a complete mental operating system that will transform how you approach the markets forever. And let's start with what FDM really is. Think of FDM like learning to drive a car. Most people think trading is about memorizing every possible road condition, but FDM teaches you the fundamental principles of driving that work whether you're on a highway, a city street, or a mountain road. It's a decision-making framework designed to remove the guesswork and replace those emotional reactions with structured, repeatable actions. Now, FDM is built on 4 absolutely non-negotiable pillars. Non-negotiable pillars. And I want you to really absorb these because they'll change everything for you. First pillar, precision over prediction. Here's what this means in simple terms. We are not fortune tellers trying to guess where the market will go next. Imagine you're a skilled archer. You don't try to predict where the target will move. You wait for the target to be in the perfect position. Then you act with precision. In FDM, we identify specific price levels and only act when price confirms or set up. We react to what the markets show us, not what we think it might or should do. Second, clarity over complexity. Picture this, you are in a kitchen trying to cook a meal, but someone keeps adding more and more gadgets until you can't even find the stuff. That's what most traders do to their charts. They buy indicator after indicator until they're paralyzed by conflicting signals. In FDM, every single element has a defined purpose. If it doesn't add real value, it's not there. Third pillar, adaptability or rigidity. Think of water. It takes the shape of whatever container it's in, yet it never loses its essential nature. Markets are constantly evolving, and the rigid system is like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. FDM gives you flexibility while keeping your core principles intact. Fourth pillar, psychology before strategy. This is huge. Everyone, even if I gave you a crystal ball that predicted every market move, if you can't control your emotions, you'd still lose money. It's like having a Ferrari but not knowing how to drive. The tool is perfect, but the operator isn't ready. So far, we've considered that FDM and its four pillars. So far, we've covered what FDM is and its four pillars. Now let me ask you, have you ever experienced any of these pillars being violated in your own trading? Take a moment to think about it. Now let's talk about why most traders fail, because understanding this is crucial. It's really about lack of knowledge. Most of you watching this probably know enough to be profitable. The real culprits are what I call the 5 silent killers. First is strategy hopping. It's like changing your workout routine every week and then wondering why you're not seeing results. You never give your edge time to play out. Second is overcomplication. Remember your kitchen analogy. Too many tools create vision, not clarity. Third is blind copying. It's like to wear someone else's prescription glasses. It might look right, but it doesn't fit your vision. Fourth is neglecting psychology. This is where fear, greed, and revenge trading creep in and destroy even the best setups. The fifth is lack of statistical confidence. Trading without proof is like performing surgery without medical school. The power of neutral thinking. Here's where FDM gets really powerful. We teach you to see the market exactly as it is, not as you wish it to be. Think of yourself as a scientist observing an experiment. You don't get emotionally attached to the results, you simply record what happens. In FDM, we use what I call conditional logic. It sounds fancy, but it's simple. If X happens at Y level, during Z level, I act. If not, I break. It's like having a clear recipe. If all ingredients are there, you cook. If not, you wait for the right ingredients. This means no ego, no bias, no forcing trades. Price action becomes pure data, and your job shifts from predicting the markets to responding to the markets when the specific conditions align. 80-20 rule. Now here's something that will blow your mind. In FDM, we apply what's called the 80-20 rule. 80% of your work is waiting for the setup, and only 20% is executing when conditions align. Most traders have this completely backwards. They're trading 80% of the time, waiting only 20%, which leads to overtrading, exhaustion, and losses. In FDM, patience isn't passive. Patience is preparation. You're like a sniper waiting for the perfect shot rather than spraying bullets everywhere. Review of the 4 dimensions. Before we wrap up, let me give you a quick preview of what's coming. The 4 dimensions of FDM are levels, where we mark precise zones of high probability. Second, structure, how we read the market behavior to confirm our setups. Third one is time, using session timing for searching for precision. And the fourth one is dimensional alignment, when all 3 work together to create an exponential edge. Each dimension is powerful alone, but when they align, that's where the magic happens. Psychology integration. Remember, FDM doesn't teach you what to trade, it teaches you how to think. Psychology is woven into every aspect of execution through discipline, confidence, and built on data. Psychology is woven into every aspect of execution through discipline, confidence, built on data, and emotional neutrality. Here's my favorite saying, and I want you to remember this. A trader can lose with a good system if their mindset is broken. A disciplined trader can succeed even with an average system. But when discipline meets FDM, that's when your potential becomes exponential. Recap and motivation. Alright everyone, let's quickly recap what we covered today. We learned that FDM is a complete decision-making framework, not just another system. We explored the 4 non-negotiable pillars: precision over prediction, clarity over complexity, adaptability over rigidity, and psychology before strategy. We discussed why most traders fail and how FDM addresses each failure point, and we introduced the concept of neutral thinking and the 80-20 rule that will revolutionize your approach. You know what? You've just taken the first step in building an entirely new relationship with the markets. This philosophy we covered today, this is your foundation. Everything else we will build together will stand on these principles. I'm genuinely excited for your journey ahead. In our next lesson, we will dive into dimension 1 levels, and I'll show you exactly how to identify those precise zones where probability is highest. Until then, keep this philosophy in your mind, and remember, you're not just learning to trade, you're learning to think like a professional trader. I'll see you in the next lesson.